Hi, I'm David Jones with the Third Coast Herb Company, makers of Herbalogic concentrated herb drops, and today I want to introduce you to our formula Quiet Mind. Before I get into the formula details, let's talk a little bit about what it's for. Now, there's a phrase used in Eastern cultures, specifically Buddhist ones, called monkey mind. And if you've ever been around a troop of chattering monkeys, you'll have a sense of what this sounds like. Now imagine that's your internal dialogue, except instead of shrieks and howls, it's a never-ending clutter of lists and fragments of songs you don't even like, old conversations and old arguments that you're still trying to win. And all of these things just repeat in an endless loop in your head. Now, this chatter gets a little softer when your mind has other things to do, but like clockwork, it comes back with full force when you try to go to sleep. That's monkey mind, and we have a tincture that works to clear the chatter. Now, during the day, monkey mind looks like worry, that gnawing, unsettling feeling that something's wrong, that you're forgetting to do something important, or the feeling that you should be doing something better with your time. There's just a lot of unease and uncertainty. For some, this can be nothing more than an annoyance, but for other people, they find it nearly debilitating. And I think this is where the magic comes in. People get so used to this chatter that they forget what quiet sounds like in their head. They forget how amazing it feels to set aside the chatter and just be quiet. For those people, this formula can seem truly magical. Let's talk a little bit about Quiet Mind. Now, this is based on a classic formula that's been around for about 800 years, and it was originally used for ulcers and insomnia and cardiac issues, and that sounds like a pretty wide array of things. But today, some of the heaviest users of the original formula are students of Chinese medicine. I used this a lot during my 4 years of grad school, so much so that I really wish I'd known about it when I was an undergrad. The thing is, this formula goes way beyond helping with studies. The herbs in this formula promote a calm energy and a calm mind. Now, during the day, it helps with nervousness and unease, that kind of anxious feeling you get that you can't shake. And since it quiets the mind chatter, it promotes a deeper sleep at night. And like most of our formulas, you don't have to wait days to see results. It works fast. Now, people often think about this formula when they think about stress, and that's reasonable. And I often get the question, well, what's the difference between decompress and peacekeeper and quiet mind? They're all for stress, right? Well, here's the answer. Decompress is for the kind of stress that leads to anger. It can help calm tensions so you're not always in that fight or flight mode. As I like to say, decompress has been making other people tolerable for 800 years. Okay, so Peacekeeper, that one's based on decompress, and it does a lot of the same things, but Peacekeeper also helps even out mood swings. And if I were in a really bad mood, I'd probably take Peacekeeper because it's a little stronger at correcting those emotional extremes. Now, Quiet Mind, on the other hand, it's going to be better with dealing with the kind of stress that comes from being overwhelmed. I've recently heard from several people who use this to help getting through the rough time of caring for a loved one in the hospital or helping to deal with grief. Now, people will also ask about the difference between Quiet Mind and Solid 8. Well, they both help with sleep, right? Well, yes and no. Let me explain. Solid 8 is better for occasional sleeplessness. That's sort of tossing and turning, you can't settle, or waking in the middle of the night when you have to get up in a couple hours. Quiet Mind is better for folks who have a persistent issue with initiating sleep because they can't shut out that monkey mind. Now, for some folks, I recommend both Solid 8 and Quiet Mind, and I tell them take the Quiet Mind during the day and Solid 8 right before bed. That combo is particularly potent. So that's Quiet Mind, Herbalogic's formula for calming busy, worried minds. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me or email me. We're a small company, so there's a really good chance I'm going to answer the phone. Thanks for watching.